Hi everyone, welcome back to Jessie Lifestyle at Home. In today's video, I'm going to be cleaning up my main floor of my house. I'm starting out in the living room. It really isn't that bad, just a bunch of blankets and a couple toys thrown around, but we're going to get it all put back together and give it a good cleaning. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Jessie. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 children. My 2 oldest, though, are grown adults now, and my youngest is 4. He just went into pre-K, so I kind of have my days back to myself again. It's kind of crazy. I went from pretty much being just a mom to older kids and having my days to myself and shopping and doing remodels and everything to us deciding to have our youngest son, and then it was back to the trenches with the toys everywhere and just a busy toddler, and now he's a preschooler. So it just feels like I'm getting back to myself again, having some days free. I'm able to have my house clean for more than a moment and have time to go shopping and do, my hobbies again. I jokingly say that I'm a professional stay-at-home mom because I've literally been a stay-at-home mom for, almost 20 years now. So it's just nice to kind of have a little bit of free time again. I do miss him a lot, and it makes me kind of feel really sad because now I know, like, I've already been through all of this with my older 2 kids. Like, now I know it's like, wow, I only have time with him on the weekends and briefly in the morning, and in the afternoon he gets home at 4:30 and then he goes to bed by 7:30. And so there's not much time, that quality time with him anymore. I know I was pulling my hair out because he's such a busy boy. I was like, I can't wait till he gets to school, he can socialize and do all the things. But now it's like, man, I really miss having that one-on-one quality time with him. But I know he is just having the best time in school and making friends and learning so much. It's so good for him, especially good for him to have time apart away from me because he's definitely a mama's boy and I'm super protective over him. So it's really good for him to have these experiences, and it's really good for me to have time to myself to get the house straight, to do what I need to do, and just have a little bit of time to breathe. But I do kind of grieve that one-on-one time with him.
Shouldn't call, but I can't hold it in. So won't you pick it up? Please just pick it up. My mind is right.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's such a rainy and gray day outside. It rained all day long, and it was just kind of a lazy day for me, to be honest. I'm cleaning in here, but this is pretty much all that I do besides like doing the normal like dishes and stuff like that. But it was such a relaxed and rainy day.
Hanging out with your friends Saturday night. Try not to think of before we had a fight. You pick up.
Malcolm is so funny. So his 2024 picture should go up here, but he keeps bringing it down there because he wants to be where he can like see it eye to eye. So I keep switching it back. This is his newest. This is going to be his 2025 frame. We haven't been to see Santa Claus yet, but yeah, all the kids love seeing all of their Santa pictures displayed. But watch next time. Well, I'm gonna try and catch up next time because he'll get his little step stool, get this picture and move it down here. But he's such a cutie pie.
Please just pick it up, pick it up, up, pick it up, pick it up. And now it's like I can't let go, staying
Now that it is officially December, I am just trying to enjoy and not fill up our calendar and get overwhelmed. So I'm just making sure to do all of the traditional things. We have 4 birthdays in the family, and of course Christmas and holiday parties and things like that. But I'm just not trying to overwhelm myself. I'm just trying to stay in the moment and enjoy the moment, and just really enjoy this holiday season, because Christmas is my favorite, and I hate when I stress myself out and then it becomes not so fun anymore.
Wild and free, no stress, just champagne dreams. I'm the headlight and you're the meme. But when you step into my line of sight, the crowd feels lighter and I feel so right. You got a pull on me, a fantasy. Now you're the
I've been keeping all of Malcolm's extra toys and like craft supplies in this little cabinet right here. So as he's done with it, I kind of pile it up here and then put it away all together. That way he can still find it. He has access to it, but it's not all over the place anymore. My husband made a cardboard box into a little spaceship for him, so that's what's in the background right there. But we just kind of keep that around until he loses interest. I noticed the other day that my baseboards were looking rough, so I decided to do the old school spray and wipe down on all of the baseboards in the hallway over here.
I don't need to talk. Flip my hair, watch the haters freeze. I'm making waves and it's easy. When you step into my line of sight, the crowd feels lighter, I feel so right. Yeah, you got a pull of me, a fantasy. Now you're the only thing moving me, yeah. I got you in my gravity. Pulling me close, just like a part of me. Can't fight the high when I'm with you, when I'm with you. You're my fire, baby, lighting up you. I got you in my gravity. Pulling me close, just like a part of me. Can't fight the high when I'm with you.
And as you can see, my rag is filthy from wiping up all of the dust and juice marks and other things that end up on the baseboards. I'm just going to old school vacuum this rug right here, and then I'm going to be using my like handheld vacuum mop that I have, the U-Want D100 I think is what I have. I really like it. But it doesn't work on top of regular rugs or carpeting, so I just do the regular vacuuming for this area rug right here, which I'm going to be switching out in the new year because this thing is filthy, and I don't know what I was thinking with a white based rug in here. It just doesn't work for the dogs, the cats, the kids, anybody.
That I'm over it, the gods have decided that I'm a hopeless optimist. You say your heart has had enough, but I do believe there's still some room in there for us. You can return the keys, you can walk out.
And the update on the Flexi Spot recliner, the beige one we have over there in front of the other sliding glass door. We love it. People are already fighting over who gets to sit in the new chair. We did remove the little table because we don't need that on there all the time. I had to remove it because Malcolm kept messing with it and I didn't want him to break it. So we put that in the cabinet over there by the fireplace, but we like it. And even though it might feel like, it might look like our living room is a little bit crowded, it really does work out for extra seating in here, especially around the holiday times.
But I disagree, 'cause I still hear it before us. You can return the keys, you can walk out that door. I'll still be living in a dream, like we got years in store. Baby, won't you let me be delusional?
Yeah, always got to start high and work your way around. So I am dusting the light fixtures, the blinds, and then I'm going to go around and dust the ornate crown molding that we have in this room, just to get any of the spider webs, cobwebs, anything we got going on. And then I noticed that the globes needed a dusting as well. I love this light fixture. We just recently put this new one in here, and it looks like it's super modern. It looks really nice. It lets out a ton of light, which is something that we really needed in this room. But it does get super dusty. I noticed that it gets cobwebs and dust all over the bulbs and the glass and everything, or maybe I just noticed it a little bit more than the other light fixture that we had in here. So this is definitely something that I have added to my to-do list more often, was dusting this light fixture here.
As I go, years I stay, tracks below, the guts away. Said too much, then said less, hoping time make me forget. So dancing through the weekend, I close my eyes just to feel again. Hit the best with no good reason. I want you back, I want you back. Tears fall as I let you go. The train's pulling me back home. Turn around so you never know how much I cried, how deep you've grown in me. All the stories always come to an end, and I still live in my head. So
We love having this as the dining room. Again, we try to eat dinner in here every Sunday with just everybody tries to make it. It just feels so good in here. Like we loved having it as the playroom. It was what we needed at the time, but definitely enjoy having the dining room in here. Number one, it looks pretty. It's one room that doesn't get as messy. I do have that lime green Christmas pizza, or was it Merry Christmas? I think it says on there. That has some stuff that I'm going to be using for games because we host Christmas Eve, and I wanted to do some games for the nieces and the nephews and everybody. So I'm just leaving that in the chair and just adding to it as the upcoming weeks get closer to Christmas. But for the most part, this room doesn't get too crazy dirty anymore. So it's always nice to kind of look over and be like, one room in the house is always, is always guest ready.
in the afterglow, all the stories always come to an end, but I still live in my head. So I let you go, leave forever in the afterglow, in the afterglow, in the afterglow.
Hopefully those corner stickers will help. This is a like a washable rug, so it's very thin and I don't have any padding underneath of it, and my Dyson has really good suction, so it keeps lifting and people do end up tripping over the corners. So I'm hoping that taping the four corners down will help when vacuuming, and also with being a trip hazard, because people like to cut through this versus going around this way. So we will see if it was worth it taping it to the floor. So I do like this washable rug that we have in here. It looks really pretty. It was very affordable for the size that I needed. But I don't know if I would put it in a high traffic area or something that needs to be vacuumed daily like the other areas, the other area rug that we have in the living room. just because, like I said, the suction on the Dyson picks up the rug. You can kind of see how it did right there super easily. So that would really frustrate me if I had to deal with that every single day. But for the most part, it's a really good washable rug. So I am using my Swiffer 360 to dust the stairs because it catches all the hair and all the dust bunnies really well, but it also allows the dirt to be pushed down the stairs, so I can vacuum up that later with the vacuum. But it doesn't fling dust everywhere, it like catches it so that I'm not just kind of re-stirring up all of the dirt and the dust in the house. And as you can see, I've gotten some Christmas presents wrapped. So far, so good. Malcolm hasn't tried to open up any of the presents, but he is so curious about Christmas and is really, really excited about the whole holiday. Of course, the last room that I'm tackling is the powder room. That is another room that I always try to clean up daily just so it doesn't end up looking like a hot mess if we have any surprise visitors. I don't mind, not clutter, but like mess. Like I have a toddler, or he's not a toddler anymore, Jess. I have a preschooler, a pre-K-er, so we're gonna have toys and some things that aren't looking like perfect. But one thing I can't tolerate is like filth or dirt. So if somebody comes to my house, I would be absolutely mortified if the bathroom was dirty. Like I really would. I would just be mortified. So I always try to make sure that my bathroom is in tip-top shape, like clean, and pick up as much as I can. But other things that like would bug me would be everything to be dusty, or the baseboards to be super dirty, or like stains on the carpet or anything like that. So I try my best to have a clean house that may or may not be untidy at times. That's my goal. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this gave you some motivation to tackle some areas in your house. If you haven't already, hit that like button and that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. And I will see you guys next time.